All right, today we're going on an adventure. We're heading high up, way up into the Andes Mountains to explore the incredible story of a city that was built, lived in, and then just vanished from history for hundreds of years. So let's start the climb.
I mean, really think about that for a second. An entire city. It sounds like something straight out of an adventure movie, doesn't it? But this is the real story of Machu Picchu. So how on earth did this masterpiece of engineering and culture stay a secret from the rest of the world for so long? Well, that's the big mystery we're going to dig into. Okay, so you might think our story starts way back when the first stone was laid by the Inca, but actually, no. We're starting much more recently, with the moment it was rediscovered. This is when this forgotten wonder, literally swallowed by the jungle, was brought back into the spotlight.
So picture this, it's 1911. You're this American historian, Hiram Bingham, trekking through the super dense mountains of Peru. Local guides tell you about some old ruins, and they lead you up this incredibly steep, overgrown slope. And then you see it, an entire city of stone appearing through the clouds. Now, it's really important to note, it was never truly lost to the local people living nearby, but this was the moment Machu Picchu stepped onto the world stage, and that changed everything.
Now, what's so wild about this timeline is the huge gap between these two dates. The city was a bustling, thriving center for the Incan Empire back in the 15th century, and then pretty much radio silence for over 400 years. It was basically off the world map until Hiram Bingham showed up. It's just incredible to think about. So we know how it was found again, but let's back up. What exactly is Machu Picchu? And where in the world are we talking about?
At its heart, Machu Picchu is what we call a citadel. But it's not just a fortress. You have to imagine it as a royal estate, a sacred religious site, and a small city all rolled into one amazing package. It was built by the Inca, who were, a true powerhouse empire in the Americas.
And when we say high in the Andes, we are not kidding. The city sits at an altitude of 2,430 meters. That's almost 8,000 feet above sea level. To give you some perspective, that's over a mile and a half straight up into the sky. It's this insane location that makes it so beautiful, and, of course, it's a big reason why it stayed hidden for so long.
So this, of course, brings up the big question. How on earth did they do it? How did the Inca build something so complex, so precise, in such a hard-to-reach place without any of the tools we have today? Well, the answer is literally carved into the stones themselves. The big secret is a technique called ashlar masonry. Basically, forget about cement or mortar. The Inca stonemasons were such masters that they cut these massive rocks to fit together perfectly, like a giant 3D jigsaw puzzle. The joints are so tight that you seriously can't even slip a credit card between them. It's mind-blowing.
And this is where their genius really shines. See, Peru is earthquake country. This mortar-free technique meant that when the ground shook, the stones could kind of dance and then settle right back into place without the walls collapsing. It's precisely why Machu Picchu is still standing so strong after all these centuries. The city's layout was also brilliant. It was basically split into two main zones. You had the urban sector, this is where people lived, where the temples were, the plazas. Then you had the agricultural sector, which is just this stunning series of terraces carved right into the mountain. They even had complex irrigation systems to grow food for everyone. It was totally self-sufficient. But the genius here wasn't just about the physical building. Nope. Machu Picchu was built with a much deeper purpose. The whole city was designed to align with the heavens, like a giant map of the cosmos.
This place was a deeply spiritual hub. It was an astronomical observatory. For instance, you have the famous Temple of the Sun. Its windows are placed so that they perfectly capture the first rays of sunlight during the solstices. This wasn't just for show. It allowed them to track the seasons, which was essential for both their farming and their religion. This city was truly connected to the sky.
So let's fast forward to today. What does this lost city mean to us now? What is its modern legacy? Well, in 1983, it got a huge official seal of approval. It was named a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And that's a really big deal. It basically means the entire world officially recognizes it as a treasure that belongs to all of humanity, a place we all have to help protect for the future. And people definitely want to see it. Before some recent limits were put in place, the site was getting more than 1 million visitors every single year. It's become a global icon, a true bucket list destination for people from all over the world.
So really, the big takeaway here is that Machu Picchu is so much more than just a pile of beautiful old ruins. It's a powerhouse for Peru's economy, it's an enduring symbol of just how brilliant the Inca people were, and on top of all that, it's also a sanctuary for all kinds of rare plants and animals. It's this magical spot where history, culture, and nature all come together.
And that really brings us to the final thought I want to leave you with. The rediscovery of Machu Picchu in 1911 really wasn't that long ago. It's a powerful reminder that there can still be amazing secrets hidden in our world. It really makes you wonder, right? What other lost cities, what other incredible histories are still out there just waiting to be found?